I have gotten so freaking bad about my exercise, y'all. Um, like I said, I'm not getting like fat or anything, but I'm definitely getting out of shape. And we're gonna go downstairs and do a 30-minute team treadmill workout. Then we'll chat up here till I get called to work. Um, Let me get okay. I got water, hotel key. Where's the hotel key? Let me make sure it works. Oh, Zach, I'm so glad you're doing better. I heard about your wisdom teeth. Make sure it works. Yep, it does. As long as it doesn't get back at the back of my cell phone. All right. Like I said, I've gotten so bad about my exercise, y'all. I really have. The whole time I was in Hawaii, I like ran twice. It's just so hard to keep up on exercise. Yep, the Andrew Reams workout show. Boring video of 30 minutes of me running on a treadmill, if it works. I did an interval workout on the elliptical yesterday. But let me at least set my phone on silent because I'm on call. I hope I don't get called in the middle of my workout. But since I'm going to work after midnight, tomorrow is holiday pay, the Saturday before Mother's Day, so I get double time and a half, which is always nice. They're actually paying me what I'm worth. No, I don't need a cookie. I'm just gonna need a cookie, but I don't need one. Hopefully no one's down here. Operate train in my underwear. Unfortunately, I have to be clothed at work. All right, let's see if we can get this thing working. I already see an error screen on there. Let's see if we can get this thing working. All right, let's see here. Let me try something. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to see if I can get this thing online. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to use it without internet. Let's go back. Back. Home. Let's see if it boots up. If not, I'm going to have to turn the internet off. Yep. There it goes. Let's see if it boots up. Why is a treadmill running Android? I'll probably have to get in there and turn off the internet. Let's see if it'll work. Start. Oh gosh, it works. Let me end the workout. Stop, end workout, and we'll do a manual one here. Finish, manual workout. Let me set up the phone. I guess I'll set it up over here so y'all can see me. But I won't be able to see the chat while I'm running, so I'll set y'all up over here. Yeah, I'm on an Android phone now, actually. I don't like Android that much, but I'm on one. Let me make sure you can see me. All right, here we go. It'll be 30 minutes. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to reach. I don't know, maybe I'll put it over here. Let me see. I've put it over here before, too. Let me see, because I can somewhat see the chat. Oh yeah, y'all will be able to see me. I can't really read it very well. But let me put the clip on. Find the team treadmill workout I haven't done. Let me go ahead and just start warming up by walking. All right, here we go. It's going to jolt 1 mile an hour. Whoa, it almost knocked me over. Get up to 2 miles an hour just to start walking. see here. Let me get an Apple Fitness Plus. Oh, let me tell you. Hey, I'm going to have to call you back here in a little while. I'm exercising right now. All right, well, send me some pictures. Anyway, I need to get back to my workout. That's awesome. Anyway, I need to get off here. Okay, I will talk to you later. Let me get this on. I can tell I haven't exercised in a few days. Who super chatted? Whoever did, thank you. All right, explore. They rearranged the app. Treadmill. I just need 30 minutes. But this is probably going to be tough. Ooh, a new one. All right, in this workout, there's a hard hill. Okay, hard hill and a speed push. I think I can do that. That's going to be tough, but here we go. Hit the play button. Here we go. We're starting. 30 minutes.
Hey, Coach Emily coming to you from the Fitness Plus studio in LA with my friends and teammates. We have Greg, who is walking, and Jamie Ray, who is running today. You can run, walk, or do a combo of the two. The choice is yours for this 30-minute.
I'm exercising on empty stomach, which is good.
Each song will have a 1-minute hard hill and a 30-second all-out speed push.
1 minute hard, 30 seconds all out. I can do it.
That's exactly what we'll do as we move through this workout. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Or yes. Let's get going. Get your treadmill on if it is not on already. And yes, this throwback is playing.
I'm going to go ahead and get the base case here in a minute.
Speed anywhere around or below 2 miles per hour.
I'm already stretched out, so let's get the base case.
Nice and easy. And from here, all we're going to do is 3 warm-up drills. So starting with some shoulder rolls, shoulders come down, back and careful. Make a big, make a small, huge.
4.5 base case. I can tell I haven't ran in a while. I can tell I haven't run. Working up to 5. doing good. It's tough. One minute hard, 7-5. All out. 10 miles an hour. 30 seconds for a minute. There we go, 10 all out. That was tough. Woo! Or water on myself. Easy run. Recovery, recovered. A little more speed. %, 7.2 this time. Hard. Little more speed. Easy. 3. Go it all out for 30 seconds. Oh, I feel my legs, that's good. Take it all out. 30 seconds. Short recovery. $7.2. 1 minute hard. All right, 10.2, 30 seconds. Up. Here we go. Don't 12, so hard. Very easy. Minute and a half easy. Halfway. It's over 300 calories. Oh, shake it out. All right, here we go. 1 minute card. 7.2. Easy three. Exercising always close. Move ring closed. Ten point two. Blueprint closed. Where's the fair? All right. Three. The 30-second allowance. How many feet is hard? Ten point two. Two more. The 1 minute hard hills are worse than the all outs. Oh, here we go. 7:45. Eight. 3. Two speed pushers, 1 hill left. $10.5. Well, last hill, last push. Last hill, last push. Five, 8. Final push. Final push. All right. 10. 12. God. The buttons have quit working. There it goes. I walk out and then we're done. Got the rings closed. I'll show you some of the stuff from Hawaii. I've got my 5 miles for the day. Your rings closed. Oh, I'll take a shower in a few minutes. Here we go. And workout. Alright guys, I'm done. We'll go upstairs now. I got both phones, hotel key, and my water bottle. It went good. We'll go upstairs now. And I'll show you some of my photos from Hawaii. Joshua, thank you. That was tough. And a really good calorie burn since I did it on an empty stomach. Let me get some ice from the ice maker. Did it on an empty stomach, so pulling off pure fat. Yep, I disclosed my exercise and move rings during that workout. $154, that's good. Yeah, no politics here, please. Politics, religion is not allowed here. Yeah, unfortunately, politics and religion are two things that sadly no one can agree on. All right. No more politics. Timed out for the rest of this day. Yeah, just time them out for the rest of the day. Oh, okay, well, if it's bots, we can just block the bots. I use Apple Fitness Plus. Apple Fitness Plus. Oh, I need to turn the air down. Start down to 66. I got Dover Traditional VR from Alex. Yes, the elliptical burns more calories, but I just enjoy running more. I just enjoy the act of running. I earned my Diet Pepsi. Yeah, just, there we go. Thank you. Just keep blocking them. It only takes 1 second to block them. Literally 1 second. It literally takes 1 second. And guys, don't reply to them. YouTube has gotten pretty good about banning these kind of bots, but they still slip through sometimes. I'm going to go through my pictures real quick, and then I'll show them to you. I can show you pictures from the Hawaii trip. Let me just get my screen cleared out. I don't want any personal information on my screen. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, then I'll show you. Just making sure all the pictures are appropriate. Oh, that's Jason scaring Zach. Love you, Zach. Here's airplane ride where Zach threw up. Elevators, Walmart. All right, now I'm back at the beginning. All right, I can show you the Hawaii pictures now. Let me just go back to the beginning of the trip. All right, so our trip begins. Here we go. Yeah, Zach threw up on the tourist plane because it was very turbulent over the mountains. I was going to do a trip report, but I decided not to. All right, here we go. This is leaving to go to... We stayed at a hotel in Charlotte. I took Matt's badge pictures for... No, that's in D.C. Hotel tour. Here's me taking pictures of airplanes. So that's me taking a picture of a plane. Elevator in the hotel, exercise room, pool. We're going to walk the steps because we're healthy. Hey, Jim. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to make it. I can't get... I wouldn't be I would not make it home on time anyway. If it was a week later, I could come. But here's my car at the airport. Look how far that Cybertruck sticks out in the airport's parking garage. Yeah, please comment on his video and tell him that I'm sending you guys there. There's Zach in the airport. This is getting on the plane. I'm not showing videos. But this is... I saw this plane. This was a cool plane. This baggage worker looks so happy. Oh, I love taking pictures of planes, but you have to have a good zoom lens to do it. This lady looks so happy. And this is departing DC. Let me rewind. This is departing to go to Hawaii. Boeing 767. Anyone's welcome here. No, I'm not telling stories today. I'm showing photos. Oh, Hawaii was awesome. I can't wait to go back there. United. This was a direct flight to Honolulu. It took a while to get off the run. The landing was very turbulent. The landing in Honolulu was super turbulent. One of the most turbulent landings I've ever been through. There we are on our way from cloudy DC to sunny Hawaii. Happy late happy late birthday to your brother, I guess. This is the Rocky Mountains from the airplane. Having a super zoom lens makes it nice. There's Zach sleeping on the plane. More of the mountains. There's a lake. I think that's the San Francisco airport. That's San Francisco, halfway there. You can tell San Francisco is halfway there. There's Zach sleeping on the plane. Here's first glimpses of beautiful Hawaii. There's Diamond Head. This was our hotel right here. I saw our hotel from the airplane. There's our hotel from the airplane. This is Hawaii from the plane. And this is a very turbulent landing. As you can see, we are on our final descent into Honolulu. Mountains. There's mountains. You can hear some people shriek a couple times. It was a pretty rough descent.
Maybe we're too high.
if you could tell, the end of the plane is just... I almost thought he was going to have to abort the landing because it was... Oh, Canon 90D is a great camera. I have one. When did you get a Canon 90D, Jim, and what lens are you using?
Yep.
90D is a great camera. I have a 90D. What lens are you using on your 90D? Boeing airplanes are totally safe.
Interesting. It's like flat and mountainous.
See, look, you can see the wing going.
That's Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
We're going there. Oh gosh. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff there. That has to be Pearl Harbor, right? All the ships.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
What?
Scary land?
Shout outs are not allowed on this channel.
It must be windy.
It's a military place.
Skyscrapers.
It's going to be Crosswind Landing. Oh yeah, we're blowing all over the place there. A rough landing. Yeah, no shout-outs allowed on this channel. It's against my rules. I do not allow them. That's a good lens. That's a good lens, Jim. I have that lens. That's a good lens. That's a good lens. 90D is probably the best crop sensor camera out there. Southwest flies here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Honolulu. Local time here is 12:57. We do ask that you stay comfortably seated until that signal sign has been turned off. You may continue to use and charge your phones and tablets. However,
all right, this is the plane we rode on. This was the plane that we rode on. We had the special livery on it. But yeah, that's the plane. The news media overhypes everything. All right, next person that asks for a shout out, I want a 10-minute timeout issued. This was the first meal that we had. This was the first meal that we had in Honolulu. Funny thing is, the first out-of-state plate I saw in Hawaii was this. Look at that. That was the first out-of-state plate I saw in Honolulu. I still have the scooter, but it doesn't run. This was the bathroom at Walmart where someone had stolen baseball cards. This is part of my hotel tour. There is me on the balcony of my hotel. That's Diamond Head. This is a view from the hotel's balcony. I took a lot of pictures. This is from the 18th floor of our hotel where the ice machine was. It was funny. I saw two out-of-state plates in Hawaii. One was Virginia and one was Texas. I think it was like $300 a night. It was kind of expensive. Now I'm just going to thumb pictures. There's DieselDucy Diamond Head. I flew my drone. There's me on the balcony of the hotel. This is from my drone flight. I sent the drone up. Obviously, the camera does a lot better than the drone. But still, the drone took some good pictures. This down on the street. 3M traffic lights, McDonald's. Yeah, there's a girl at Murray State that had a Hawaii plate. No, it was just a small, it was just Lahaina, Maui. It was just one small town, which is really sad. That's an elevator at Target. There's Zach in an elevator in a mall. This is on the beach. There's Zach and Jason. Red Otis escalators. And here's the first evening. Mitsubishi mod. It's a great camera. It is a great camera. I love the 90D. This was in a hotel. Can't hear the sound because it's loud.
Huge indicator.
That was in a hotel, a fire truck. This was awesome. These are two of my fans in Honolulu. I was in the elevator at the motel going up to the ice machine, and this guy gave me a strange look. And about halfway up, he asks if I was DieselDucy. So it was pretty cool meeting up with two fans in Hawaii. Randomly. I just stumbled upon them. Small freaking world, people. Small world. But yeah, they're awesome. These two are awesome. Alright, the Ninja elevator needs a 10-minute timeout. We're not doing shout-outs. So, one of my mods, please do that. Thank you. These guys are awesome. I'm going to link their YouTube channels once I post the video with them. They both have YouTube channels. This was some crazy person on the street. There's Zach in McDonald's, Jason in McDonald's, and this is the McDonald's breakfast. Then we went up to, I have a picture by this lighthouse in 1994. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Hold on. That's now, wait, I want to get the elevator one. That's better. Look at the chickens. There is wild chickens everywhere. This is the Diamond Head Monument. You can climb to the top of it. And this is a view from the top. There's our hotel right there. But that's a view from the top of Diamond Head. There's me and Zach. Me, Zach, and Jason. There's the Schlieren button. I got a picture. I had to take a picture of DieselDucy there. But yeah, these are the views of the top of Diamond Head. I took over 1,000 pictures. That's going through the bunker. There's me and Zach. Now look at this. Oh, the 90D is such a great camera. You're going to love it. This was in a ghetto apartment building in Honolulu. They were not. Schindler buttons were a little different. Yeah, this was in a not so nice apartment building. Look at that. It says, putting your trash in here is childish. Time to grow up. There was a lot of poverty in Hawaii. Yeah, this was the elevator. I thought that was funny. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to see if we scared Zach.
I didn't see you walk up.
There's his Zachy. This restaurant was really good. Diamond Head Market and Grill. Got a burger. We went to this waterfall. It's like a tropical rainforest over there. The waterfall wasn't flowing very well though, but still there's a waterfall. More chickens. This is a view from a scenic overlook off the interstate. Jason's a road nerd, so we went through all the tunnels on the interstates. There's a chicken. Another chicken. It's funny, I was taking a picture of my elevator button, and a chicken came up to check it out. I believe so. I flew my drone out in this rural area. And the water was so blue. And then I used my standard camera. The standard camera does a lot better than the drone. There's Interstate H3. Zach. This is a tunnel. 90D is a great camera. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, and I'm sure Jim does too. But yeah, this is some scenery off the interstate. They had another they had several tunnels. Jason was foaming over the signs. There's Jason taking a picture of the interstate shields. We drove all over Westward Elevators Hawaii. Were you one of the people I met over there? I don't remember your all screen names, because if you are one of the people I met over there, I need to give you a shout out. Are you one of the people I met in the motel elevator? Are you one of the people that I met in the motel elevator? Oh, I got up way too quick. Awesome. Were you the one wearing the hat? Were you the one wearing the hat? Because yeah, this is cool. One of the guys I met in the motel elevator is on this live stream. I was just showing the pictures earlier. Were you the one wearing the hat or the one without the hat? Hawaiian Skyline and Elevators. Were you the one with or without the hat? You were the guy with the hat. You were awesome. I liked both you guys. I really did. I really liked meeting you. If you ever come to Roanoke, Virginia, you have a free place to stay. So, yeah, if you ever come to Roanoke, I can take care of you. Westward Hawaii Elevators. Awesome person. Met him in my motel elevator. I think this is H3. Westward Hawaii Elevators will probably know everything I'm showing since he lives on this island. Yeah, that's H3. There's the tunnel. There's a gas station. The bus. There's 3M traffic lights over there. I love Honolulu. I love Honolulu. Here's another tunnel. This one was really interesting. Oh, it was really expensive. Here's where I flew my drone up to Diamond Head because here I'm flying my drone from the hotel. My drone is up over Diamond Head. There's the overlook with no one there. That's after it was closed. And here's the sunset on my Nikon camera. And I did one more drone flight. I just went over there to people watch. I went out to the pier just to people watch. This is the roof of our hotel. A butterfly. Here I flew my drone up to troll the tourists on Diamond Head. I was photobombing people with my drone. And there's all the tourists, and I'm sitting right at that hotel flying my drone. The Park Shores Hotel. This place is really good. Rainbow Drive-In is really good. What is this? Oh, this is that crappy Otis Lexan, I think.
King Plaza.
Oh, no, that's an Otis Series 1. Wait till you see... oh, this is in another shady apartment building.
Apartment building. Found a vintage Otis. This is tiny.
It had a good motor. It ran really well. Had bumpers. Epic relays. That's in some small apartment building.
Epic.
There's the elevator, the buttons. This was cool. This was cool. It's got 9 floors, but the building's only 5 stories. There's Pearl Harbor. Have to go to Pearl Harbor if you visit Honolulu. Hawaii State Capitol. There's Kone elevators from there with a really cool custom indicator. Cool exit sign. That's the state capital of Hawaii. This, okay, look at this, guys. Yes, this building is only 5 floors. This building is only 5 floors, but it has 9 buttons. It's the first time I've ever seen an Otis Touch that's only on one. It only has one. It's like there's only one elevator on the bank. It's not a bank of 2. You can't really see the indicator. Never seen a single Otis Touch where it's just on one bank. Usually I've seen them on multiple banks. Yes, 6 through 9 are inactive because the building is only actually 5 floors. That's what I was thinking. I think they were maybe wanting to build the building taller. There's another elevator in the building. I was going to get off, but there's people up there.
Just for the record, 5 is the top floor here.
No phone. No phone. Yeah, I tried to get in that building, but it was locked. It was during COVID, though. This building is really weird.
This is what the building itself looks like.
This just got a slap-on mod. This one's older. It's still on its original controller. Wait till you hear the Otis door operator on this. Here's the alarm bell.
It's not even coming.
We took United. What's that old door
Original
interlock?
controller. Still the original controller.
So you can. The relays are not as loud on this one, but you can hear them. This is just a slap on. Hear that original motor generator, classic levels. I don't know what that was. Oh, this was a slap-on mod in another building. Of course, I put this on YouTube Shorts. There's the bus we rode. This was a service elevator in Hilton that kind of broke on us. An employee had to get us out of it, or out of the area. Because it got down to the lobby, and it wouldn't go anywhere.
Press the close button again.
Oh, there's even a non-stop button up here. It's interesting.
I hope it didn't just die on us.
It did die. This elevator is what I rode as a child. I rode this one as a child. And the air conditioner was not working.
Oh, it is
This used to be an Otis Touch, by the way.
toasty in here.
Now let's look at the view.
This used to be an Otis Touch. This one doesn't have a very good view. It just shows the ocean. There was another hotel. Oh, this place. Oh, this was hilarious. This was hilarious. I rode this as a kid too. Watch this, y'all.
This elevator is completely exposed to the elements. Is there even a phone in there? Yeah, there's a phone in there.
There's no longer a phone in there.
I'll put that back. It was disconnected.
Yeah. Emergency phone fail. ADA failed too. There's the elevator. You have to walk down steps to get to the elevator. This is a huge ADA fail. What was this? Oh, this is the most scenic glass elevator I've ever ridden in my life. Wait till you see this. Let me see. Is this going up? No, that's waiting for the elevator. This is one of the most scenic glass elevators I've ever ridden in my life. This is better than the Westin in San Francisco.
The view is the attraction of this elevator.
Here it comes. Look at this view, y'all. This is the best view from a glass elevator I've ever seen in my life.
There. 33 floors up, and there's the other elevator. I bet Jason's in that one.
Are we going down?
Yeah, going down. Let's go down together. Here we go. We're gonna go down together. He's gonna beat us.
I let him go first
Here we
so
go.
he would get caught. Because he got a down call. We had an elevator race here. And he gets caught on the down call.
He got stopped.
He got caught on a down call, and I made it all the way to the lobby.
And I still win the elevator race. We're gonna go back up. Oops, sorry.
I shut the door on someone who couldn't open it.
Here we go back up. That view is just stunning.
The views from this elevator were breathtaking. That's my YouTube short. This was an apartment building we snuck into. 30-floor Otis Lexan, 2 elevators in the building, only one working. This thing stopped on every floor. We could not get a video. This thing stopped on every floor. We had to tailgate to get in this building. Yeah, we made it down a few floors, then it stopped like 10 times. And here we stop. Nope, not yet. How far did we make it? Oh, we made it almost halfway down. Mitsubishi mod, a Westinghouse mod by Mitsubishi.
We are on the 16th floor of the Aqua Aston Hotel, where we have this.
We've got some cool Mitsubishis.
Unfortunately, the bell doesn't ring.
Let's go down to B is open.
Where are we going to be?
This is an old Mitsubishi. That's inside the cabinet.
All right, people. We are here on beautiful Waikiki Beach in Honolulu, Hawaii, where we have something special that's about to happen. Wonder who that is down there.
This was the highlight of the trip.
All right, Jay. Now, when we get off this elevator, there should be a surprise here.
This is what elevaTOURS is all
it.
about.
We are getting off the elevator now, and there should be a surprise here.
Oh my gosh, it's DieselDucy!
Yep. We have some Aloha love here in Hawaii. Autism Outreach Aloha Edition.
Yeah, this kid was awesome.
All right, we are here in the lobby. Push the button, and we are going to get this car over here.
This card over here.
Scan the card and press number 18.
18.
And we are going to see a cool view off the top of this hotel.
18 floors. Are you day drop, sir? Have a great night.
All right, hold the door. Press 18.
18.
There we go.
18 floors.
Now we're going to go up to the top floor of this hotel.
Christian, do you believe you were riding with DieselDucy? Yeah.
But this one has the nice beeper.
These were U.S. elevators modded by
You're about to
ThyssenKrupp.
see a very nice view of Waikiki Beach.
And here's it's a DieselDucy.
Yep, ThyssenKrupp mod.
DieselDucy mod. He knows what brand. Here we go. You get to see a view of Waikiki Beach. Here's 18.
All right, now when you get off the elevator, exit the elevator and go to your left and get ready to get treated to a really nice view. Look at this view up here.
Look at this view. Look, Bobby, it's a diamond head.
Diamond Head.
Diamond head.
What do y'all think about this?
Yep, this was the Autism Outreach. Photos from the Autism Outreach. Great family. This was one of the 2 highlights of my trip. Oh, Zach came down.
Zach actually came down and he's in the video, but the star of the show is Christian. So Christian, I have to say a big thank you to you and your wonderful family for going on this little Elevate tour in beautiful Waikiki, Honolulu, Hawaii.
We're not gonna film this on.
This video will be live in a few weeks. Now, since you're on camera, do you have anything you want to say to anyone watching this video?
Thank you for watching, everybody, on YouTube.
Do you have a YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Tell the channel.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. The link to his channel will be right there, so click that. Guys, this has been awesome.
This is,
Thank you for coming. And with that being said,
that's it.
He got it. He got it he didn't skip a beat. This guy was awesome. This guy was awesome. There's in Cheeseburger in Paradise. I still have to do the food review that I did for him. I did a little food review of my food. Bathroom tour. Well, I think this was part of my hotel tour.
hi everybody and welcome to today's Elevate Tours by Diesel.
Yeah, that's just the hotel tour. This is Diamond Head at night. Is that my, no, what, was that my drone? Let me see. Yeah, this was my drone. I flew, where did I fly my drone out that way? I don't remember flying my drone over there. Okay, here is me in 2025. Look at this, pay attention to this photo. And I'm going to go way back to 1994. Remember that photo? There I am in 1994 at the same place. This is August 8th, 1994. I was 17 years old. There's 17. And let me go back to where we were. I think I just gotten done with the Autism Outreach. I think we already saw these. Yeah, let me skip these. Yeah, they just gotten done with the Autism Outreach. We were in the restaurant, the bathroom, hotel tour, Diamond Head at night, drone. Here we are. Where were we going? No, this is when we drove around the island. This was an old funicular incline. They took it out and turned it into steps. And here's the beautiful ocean. This live stream is not doing this justice. Look how blue the water is over there. Look how blue, there's Jason. This was a neat backdrop, some old tires with the ocean in the background. Look at the bus stop on the ocean. I thought that was cool. A bus stop with the ocean. This McDonald's used to be really cool. Okay, look at this. This is your typical cookie cutter McDonald's. You want to see what it looked like in 1994? This pissed me off because look at this. Boring McDonald's. In 1994, it looked like, let me find it, this. It was a totally Polynesian themed McDonald's, and they turned it into a crappy cookie cutter McDonald's. Yeah, good one, McDonald's, for not respecting local tradition. Oop, let me, I hate this. How do I get this to blow back up? I don't like some of these shortcuts on the Mac. Let me go back to 2025. And I think, yes, we were at McDonald's. Let's scroll to McDonald's. Here we are. This was driving around. I like this sign. Police Navidad. Instead of Feliz Navidad, Police Navidad. This was an Otis elevator in a condo building. This one was kind of difficult to get in. We kind of had to sneak into it. More of the ocean. A helicopter. I like the way I framed this photo. I blurred the foreground. It's got several pictures of the ocean. This was at a food truck place. I always like it when they have these signs to tell you how far you are from different places. Oh, let me make sure the railroad didn't call. Here's me with my burger. Zach with his, I don't know what that is he got. This bridge was cool. This was an old bridge over there. This bridge was built before Hawaii was a state. 1921. 7-Eleven. There's the park panel at the beach with DieselDucy, a historic outdoor elevator. There's me and Zach and Jason, me and Zach. DieselDucy on the ocean. There's Jason doing his thing. There's Zach. Volkswagen Beetle. I thought that was awesome. A tree tunnel that goes to the ocean. I just thought this was so pretty. I might set that as my background. That is just so pretty. Here's H2. There's another random McDonald's. Now, unfortunately, here we're going to the west side of the island, which is really poor. There's homeless encampments on the beach, which is really kind of sad. There's a lot of poverty in Hawaii. There's a lot of poverty. This is a cave out on the west end of the island. There's Zach, and we tried to watch the sunset, but it was cloudy. But look at that ocean just splashing in. Beautiful. Crab. This was cool. Watch this. Little waterfall right here. That was cool. Here's Honolulu at night from just one of the residential streets that had a little overlook on it. That's the elevator in our hotel. There's a rainbow. This vending machine in the lobby was awesome. This was like from the 70s. And now we're on our way to the airport. A few last pictures of Honolulu, Waikiki. I like the framing I did in this picture. I love the framing of this picture. Let me make sure the background's in focus. It is. This was on my old Nikon. This was taken on a 21-year-old camera, my Nikon D200. Oh, look at Zach. Now we're getting ready to go to Kauai. This is the plane we flew on. It had a special livery, the Moana 2 livery, B717. I think I filmed the takeoff. This is the puddle jumper plane. Listen to these engines rev up. Beautiful engines. This plane took us to Kauai. Good plane. And now all he sees the ocean, and then we land. It's only like a 15-minute flight. There, we're in Kauai now. Aloha. This is a little bitty airport. What's this? This is a kid throwing a temper tantrum. I missed most of it because this kid was like blocking the whole jet bridge, throwing a temper tantrum. I was trying to see if I could get something TikTok worthy. Welcome to Kauai, the Garden Island. What am I doing here? Oh.
And there is a wild DieselDucy. Oh, the lens is locked. This could be a fun little blooper video.
It's actually 40 on this island, and I feel like we're just putting along.
Slow down.
This is part of the hotel tour. This hotel was really cool. It was called I forgot the name of the place, but it was a little old. It was called the crap. Let me see. Let me zoom in further. It was like your typical old Route 6, the ISO. It was like your vintage motel style. It was really cool. I don't know if they go to Atlanta or not. I know they go to the mainland, but this hotel was really cool. It was right on the beach. No elevator, but a really cool little hotel. Then this was our luau. I got a little bit drunk here. They got a nice picture of me. Let me see. Yeah, I had a few pina coladas. Look, Zach's happy, Jason's happy, and I'm drunk. I'm like totally out of it here. Yeah, I got a little bit drunk, but I was able to enjoy the luau, though. I did take a video of it. I'm not going to play the whole video. Oh, and I spiked my Diet Pepsi with rum, too. So I had like 4 drinks while I was there. I had a pina colada, a blue Hawaiian, and then 2 Diet Pepsis with rum. So I was a little bit buzzed. I rarely drink, but when I'm on a vacation like this, I'll drink sometimes. Oh, watch this. Jason scares the heck out of Zach.
Hi. Oh my god. Why did you do that?
You told me to.
Fuck you. Change your... Hi. Oh my god. Why did you do that? You told me to. Fuck you.
That's Zach.
Change your.
It was funny. Let me see if I can let me see if I can send it to you. Hold on. I don't want to show your personal information. I think it's small enough to text. I guess it texted. I tried to text it. Yeah, it texted. I was able to drive because it had been like 5 hours since I had the drinks. I told them, I said, I can't drive right now, but by the time the luau was over, I was fine. Here's some beautiful waterfalls. We saw a lot of waterfalls. Of course, I take videos for Zach. This is taken on my Nikon camera with a super zoom. Kauai was gorgeous. They call it the Garden Island for a reason. It's very lush, very green, and it rains there every day. Here's another waterfall. That was beautiful. Another thing, there's a huge problem with abandoned cars over in Hawaii because people will just abandon their cars and then they just abandon them on the side of the road and then they just sit. So I thought it was interesting. I took a picture of one of the abandoned cars and there were some swinging bridges over there, which was pretty cool. Jason likes bridges, so we looked at the swinging bridges. There's some of the flowers over there. Oh, here we're going to Waimea Canyon, I think. This is like the Grand Canyon of Hawaii. It is gorgeous. For those of you who don't travel, I strongly recommend you get out and explore your beautiful America. America is a beautiful place. In spite of all of our problems, America is a beautiful place. But yeah, look at this canyon. It is just beautiful. And to those of you who are super obsessed with elevators, there's a lot more to see in this world besides elevators. Stuff like this can't compare. There's another waterfall. Cool thing is, it rains. Maine is gorgeous. It rains a lot in Kauai. Yeah, and like I said, go out and see stuff besides elevators, people. No, I can't drink alcohol at work, but this was stunning. Look at this. This was stunning. Look at this canyon. The pictures do not do it justice. I took like probably 50 pictures here because I thought it was so beautiful. But yeah, look at the waterfall. Zachary Thomas, I think I sent you some of these pictures, but I took so many, I obviously couldn't send them all. There's Jason and Zach. There's a chicken. This was in Kauai, Waimea Canyon. This was a mud waterfall. It was really interesting. I found a road reflector and took it home as a souvenir. This was an old movie theater, and look at the post office. There's the post office. Old payphones that didn't work. This road was scary. We drove down this mud road to the very north part of the beach. Oh, Kentucky's a great state. I love Kentucky. And by the time I got done, look at this. We went on this road, 4-wheel drive required. I had a 4-wheel drive. But by the time I got done, I had to take the car to the car wash. The car wash videos will be on Jacob's channel. Speaking of, I need to text this picture to Jacob. Because it shows the car before we washed it. And of course, yes, it's getting modded. I'm going by there. I'm going to go by there tomorrow. I'm going to go by there tomorrow and arrange getting the stuff for the elevator museum. Here's another covered bridge. Or swinging bridge. Saw a lot of rainbows over there. They should call it the Rainbow State. Yep, center of the square is getting modded and unglassed. It will no longer be a glassed elevator. Otis is doing the mod. I've already talked to Park Roanoke. I just have to go by and get the parts. There's a standalone Pizza Hut. Yeah, I'm going to go buy it tomorrow. It's already started. No, Otis has the contract at Roanoke now. This was the tourist plane. This was the plane. I got to take off from this plane too. Yes, I did. I've already done my final ride. Manager Park Roanoke said the reason it's not going to be scenic anymore is they don't want to have to pay to clean the glass or something like that. Now, I've been keeping it on the down low because I didn't want people bugging Park Roanoke for parts because I know how some of the people that watch my videos are. But these are the views from the airplane. Market Garage will probably be the next, but it's not slated. That they don't have it planned. When they can't get parts for it anymore, they'll mod Market. So guys, if you want to see Park Roanoke's elevators, you better get down here and see them before they're all modded. That's the Waimea Canyon from the plane. What parts have already been saved? I'm supposed to get them. How have they been saved already? Park Roanoke was supposed to set them aside for me. The mod just started like yesterday. These are the rest of my Hawaii pictures. The mod just started like yesterday or so, I was told. Surely they didn't pull the parts off it yet. Yeah, so the parts obviously are still there if they just took the elevator out of service. They're not going to start pulling stuff off it yet. But yeah, these are... Oh, this is a Kone technician that knew someone I knew. There's actually a Montgomery A series over in Hawaii. There it is. Elwood's actually been doing really good lately. This was a Walmart Division 1 store. I think this was our last day there. We drove around, saw... Yeah, that's unfortunately happens. This bridge, look how old it is. This bridge is from 1912. 1912. This was really pretty. Let's see. Where was... This is one of my favorite pictures I took. Let me get to it. This one right here is really pretty. The creek, the waterfall, and the mountain. Photos don't do it justice, of course. Then Jason was just rapid firing with my camera, getting some pictures for me while I was driving back to the hotel. And that's exactly why I don't, that's why I keep stuff under wraps, because I don't want people bugging Park Roanoke. Because Park Roanoke already said that they're making sure that they save the stuff for the elevator museum, instead of some kid just going by there and bugging them. We did an elevator binge at some apartment buildings there. And this was leaving. We were going home. We got to ride on the same plane again. We got to ride on the same plane back to Honolulu. This is the Honolulu airport. And now we're on the way home. And there's Zach sleeping. There's Denver. My apartment building has inspired you. There's Jason sleeping. And this was on the way home from work the other night. It's already up on YouTube. But guys, this has been great. I'm going to hop off here in a minute because I'm tired. But you guys are awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. And I'll be on again soon sometime. I'll be on again soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed looking at these pictures with me. So I'll talk to you later.